your role here at Dorking Wanderers?
So I'm the director of football for the club, so I oversee everything from the reserve side, under 18s, the academy, the whole education programme, the under 16 pre-academy side, and I work closely with Richard King in our elite development and Jason Booker, our youth chairman, with the whole youth structure. So it's a big role. Yeah, it's grown massively over the last, this is my 6th year here now. And back then it was literally a first team with half a reserves and a bit of a youth section. But now the club has grown like it has, on the pitch for the first team, off the pitch as well. The growth's been equal. And a lot of the supporters and people probably don't recognise that, probably because they don't see it a lot. They see what goes on the pitch. But with us, we've equally alongside, we've grown, massively over the last 5-6 years, and that's, tallied up with my role as well. So, yeah, a lot going on.
So it's a full-time job for you, like 6-7 days a week, or
yeah. My missus
day?
will tell you it's a lot more than that, but no, yeah, it's 7 days a week, non-stop. Morning, evenings. We have the day-to-day, obviously, academy stuff with the education, and then we have obviously the reserves training in the evening. I help out with the first team as well. I deal with the loan deals for the sort of fringe players that go out on loan to like we've had George Membralera and James Dixon this year and Andrew Denby. Yeah, all go out on loan to Step 4 clubs, and that's a new sort of initiative that we're looking to do for a pathway that's grown massively over the last, like I say, 5-6 years. So.
And those lads are doing well, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm definitely at Chips. I don't know about South Park.
Yeah, South Park. Yeah. So yeah, all done really, really well in the time that they had. Obviously with COVID and the lockdown, it was cut short for both sets. But they George done really well. He played, I think, in total about 6-7 games in his month period, and he scored 2 goals. Dixie, was coming off the bench and then finally got a run of games and was starting to make his mark in the team, and that just shows the quality of player that we've got here. That I was talking a minute ago about us at Step 4, and now we've got youth players that we've created that are already Step 4 capabilities, looking to get into our first team.
That's an opportunity for the lads. You're not going to, obviously you won't hold them back, but you won't need them to play for Dorking Wanderers. They can go and play for someone else.
Yeah, exactly. And it's always talk about relationships, and the club's got a great reputation for its relationships both in the community and also with other clubs, and our relationship with Chipstead, South Park, other clubs like Horsham as well, have been fantastic helps in allowing these boys to go out, and I feel like it's a 50-50 there. It helps them out and it also helps us out, and it makes our players get that first team first team senior football, and they can come back to us like they've already, and Mark will tell you they've come back and they look different players already just from that short period of time.
Definitely, 100%. Yeah. So, what's your background, Jordan, in football? And how did you get here, being at the Dorking Wanderers Academy?
Yeah, so I did one of these programs. So I was a young aspiring footballer.
Right.
Yeah, and I at 16 I finished my GCSEs, and I decided that I wanted to go into playing football. So one of these programs came up at my school with Cray Wanderers, and I did that for 3 years. Loved every minute of it. It was the best time of my life. From about the age of 13, I knew I wanted to be involved in sport. I've always played football, and I played football to an OK level. I played up to around Step 3, played in the first team at Cray Wanderers a couple of times, played a lot of my football at Step 5, Step 6, and then once I finished my programme, I decided that I wanted to make what I did there my job, and I thought, so I went to university, studied at university, a sport and exercise science degree, got my B licence, worked towards that, through the Kent FA, and then all the way through my journey, I've always been thinking about doing one of these programs, and then it came up, like I said, 6 years ago, the idea with Mark and Chris Lee. They wanted to sort of get involved in the community more. They've seen other clubs have these programs, but they didn't want to just do it for the sake of doing it. Yeah. They wanted to, like they normally do, blow things out of the water, do things properly, and it really sort of tapped into my sort of progressive nature as a person and their progressive nature, and we just sort of hit it off, and we've never looked back, and each year the growth has been huge, and that's not going to stop.
Yeah, because some teams, they just do this for a little bit of extra cash to grow towards the budget or whatever.
Yeah. There's loads of good programs out there, and we've looked at them, and there's loads of programs that are not so good. That's like any walk of life. You see anything that you know, you have quality, you have lower quality. It's just the way it is. But we pride ourselves on our quality here. You know, that's what we're here to do. We're here to. It's more of a community project than any financial project.
Yeah.
Our job here is to have an impact on these young men and young women, so that they become, firstly, good members of society. That's the main thing. And then we want to help them become whatever they want to be within sport. It might be outside of sport, and with the opportunities at the club, people like yourself, Ollie, you know, John, you know, all the people at the club that help out around the scenes, also help my students, you know, think about what areas and what careers they want to go into in sport. You know, I've had students that have gone on now to do performance analysis. You know, Ethan Riley recently has just come back and started doing some performance analysis for us. He's now completed his degree at St Mary's University, and he was a student for us. So, you know, we're not only impacting people on the pitch, we're impacting people off the pitch, and that's the main focus around this programme. We want to help you become a better footballer, and we promise that will happen. How much growth that is, we don't know. It's dependent on the individual. But what we will guarantee is that you'll come out of this programme with a huge insight into the world of sport, and you know, you'll be better for it.
Yeah, better person as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so what are the study programmes that you offer here at the club, and how are they structured?
So we have in-house, we have our partnership with VLUK, Virtual Learning UK. We have a level 3 BTEC programme in sports coaching and development. That's run across 2 years. It's the equivalent to 3 A-levels, and is a vocational course, so there's no exams involved. Alongside that, we have a partnership with the Priory School, that their students that attend their A-level programme can also do our football programme here at Dorking Wanderers. So those students that want to pursue the A-level route can go through the Priory School, and then they can come and do the football with us. But in-house we run 15 hours a week in terms of education. That includes English and maths, and if required at a resit level, because it's a government requirement now that you have that grade 4 by the time you get to the age of 18. From that, then we have every day, every student trains for an hour and a half. So normal timetable looks like 8 AM, 8:30 start, running through to around 4 o'clock, encompassing all their education, so around 3-4 hours a day, plus their 1.5 hours of training. And then alongside that, we have a lot of sort of extras that we do here as a club. So every student has a nutritional program that they're followed with our lunches. This is something that we've done over the last sort of 18 months. We put in that we provide lunches for all the learners. They also get opportunities to do video analysis of themselves in private time. So there's loads of different features that come with it, not just obviously the education and the football side of things. The programme's made up of vast experiences, like working with our younger age groups if they want to go into coaching, or if they can go and work at a local school that we partnered with to go and offer some PE in now. Just opening up so many doors for them, and seeing where they want to go in their lives and in their careers.
Where do they study?
So here at Meadowbank, we've got a state-of-the-art facility in the Surrey FA building. Interactive whiteboard. So it's perfect for their classroom environment. We also got a classroom at the Priory School. So year 12s are at Priory 4 days a week, with the year 13s being here 4 days a week, and then on the last day they rotate. On a Friday they rotate. So it's a little bit of a mix between. Priory's only a short 5-10 minute walk away. It's really well structured. That structure's grown over the last few years, and I can't thank Priory enough for their support in what we're doing as a community. And equally with Virtual Learning UK, what they've offered the learners educationally is the best I've seen. And I've worked for numerous companies and looked at numerous companies when I set this up, and VLUK are by far the best we've seen, and we're so proud to be a part of it.
Sure, because some of the schools could be like a bus journey away, can't they? A lot of it's on site. If they've got to go to the school, it's only a 5-minute walk.
Exactly. And a lot of students that we get are like swapping the classroom for the stadium. That sort of mindset. They don't like the school sort of environment, or they might not enjoy the mass production that a school is, with so many different year groups, younger age groups. So here we have, we at the Priory, we're only in the sixth form centre, so we're only with our year group. And here obviously it's our site, day to day, so we're the only ones on site. If there may be 1 or 2 others, but it normally is just us. So it's very much our own sort of environment that we create.
And no one can go missing.
No, very safe, very safe.
That's good. Right, how long has the Dorking Wanderers FC partner with VLUK in offering these study programmes and HE programmes? How many learners have involved in the course, on the course?
So we've had, when we first came in 2016, it took a year to set up. So it was around the September of 2017 that we had our first intake, and we had 32 learners on the programme. So since then, each year we've grown. Obviously, from there, those learners went to become year 13s, and then we recruited another 30 learners. So each year we're educating between 60 to 80 learners at the moment, just on our study programme, just on our education programme. So we have around about 25 to 35 in each year group. In total, we've educated over 140 learners in the last 5 years that we've been running, solely day to day. And it's been a huge effort from the staff, VLUK, the club, to make these students experience, a first-class one. And
sure.
We've had a really enjoyable time doing it, and it's only going to get better as time goes on.
Going back to your staff, how many people do you have working under you?
So in terms of the whole structure of the academy, so in terms of the football side of things, we have 5 teams that sit under what we call our professional development phase. So we have our reserves, which is our elite development team, where all the players that are closest to the first team will play in. We've got at the minute around 11 under-18s playing in the Combined Counties League, which is it's part of the national non-league pyramid. It's a step 6, and unlike any other club, that's very unique.
Yeah.
We're very lucky to have basically another first team,
yes,
part of the club. So we have that team that sits at the top of our professional development phase. Then we have our under-18s and under-19s. Our under-18s play in the Isthmian Youth League,
yeah,
an evening league, and they also train once a week in the evening. And then we have our Wednesday afternoon team, which play in the National Under-19 Youth Alliance, which is the sort of youth league of the National League. And then below that we have our sort of development teams, our college teams that play in the VLUK League. So in total we have 5 teams that range across this pathway, that sort of we stagger different players at, depending on where they are in their development, to be able to go through. And within that we've got Jake Gallagher, Josh Gallagher and Anthony that run our under-18 team. We've got myself that oversees the under-19 team with Gavin Morrison. And then we have Stuart Sinclair, who is the physio for the whole of the professional development phase. So every student has access to the physio. We then have, I oversee the elite development team, so I'm the manager of the Combined Counties League team, and I've got Luke Taylor, Ben Bardner and Tom Fletcher, all part of that setup, with a strength conditioning coach in Cameron, to allow them, when they get to that group, to really sort of narrow in on their development, to be able to push them on into the first team. And we've done really well. That is really working well for us. And then off the pitch, in terms of in the classroom, Kat is our head of year 13. She delivers all the education with support from myself for the year 13s. And then we have Gavin Morrison, who's head of year 12, who delivers all the education with support from myself. And then I deliver our HE programme, which is our degree programme that we offer.
Oh wow! So you've got a lot of people involved. They're all full time, so
yeah.
no one will miss anything. You know what I mean? If they've got other commitments, they're all there, 100% committed to the programs and the students.
Exactly. Yeah. We all have got like an overriding mission statement, and Mark set out a lot of sort of guidance as to what he wants this to look like, and what he wants his players and the students that come here to be impacted with. And we're all on the same page, and that's what makes us very unique. I think a lot of clubs have these setups, but the under-18 manager don't like the reserve manager, don't like the academy. Yes. You get that a lot. Here there's a total unity,
yes.
And that comes from great leadership from Mark, Chris, myself, to be able to get everyone on side to drive what we're trying to do. And to think that we've driven so much in a short period of time, to think what we could do in the next 10 years is quite frightening. And Mark has said that he wants his first £1 million Dorking Wanderers player, and I think we could achieve that. Yeah.
No pressure there, mate. Yeah. So Mark does take a lot of interest in the programme and in the students.
Yeah. So look, Mark is very much a hands-on chairman as well as much as a hands-on first team manager. His time is committed to the club hugely, and all aspects of the club. Some people may look at it and go, he's so involved with the first team, being first team manager, how does he have the time to do anything else? It was only yesterday I've had a 2-hour sit down with him going over our plans for not only the next year but the next 3-4 years. So it's he is so hands on in terms of what he wants to do. Nothing's too much to ask. If it's for the benefit of these young people, he'll do it. And he's very hands on in his approach to the programme, and he always has the kid's best interests at heart in whatever he does, and that even even in his club decisions, he has all the community in his heart for what he's trying to do.
Oh wow, brilliant. So if a student wants to sign up for training and structure for their football development, what do they do?
So to be able to join the programme, we normally have an open event. But obviously with COVID, we haven't got that. So at the moment, we're running one-to-one sort of interviews over Zoom and one-to-one trial events. So we're doing I'm coming out and doing one-to-ones with people at a local park to them, all COVID secure, to be able to assess them football-wise and chat to their parents. So at the moment, during COVID, if anyone's interested, get in contact with myself. Go to the club website, go to the academy website. And you'll be able to find my details, contact me, and we can, put you in the right place and then see what you're about, and then come on. And we're not looking for Ronaldo. We're not looking for, we're looking for players and students that want to develop both on and off the field, and have a good understanding of what they want to do. But at 16, not many people know what they want to do. So we're just looking for you to be committed to the programme, and we'll be willing to take you on and help you along your journey.
What is your catchment area? Do you go into London or inner London? What is it?
So it varies depending on travel commitments are important to make sure that you're here on time, because attendance is really important. So we're not sort of obviously saying that we're not going to take people from far away, but people have to consider the travel commitments that they're making. But over the years, we've had learners come from Sutton, from Croydon, from surrounding sort of areas. So that's probably the furthest into London that we've had. And then we've had we've got Horsham-based learners, Haywards Heath-based learners, a lot of Dorking-based learners, a lot of surrounding areas, Leatherhead, Horley, those types of areas, Red Hill, Reigate. So those types of areas are where our main catchment area is. But obviously, if any learner's interested, and we offer such a unique programme and such a special programme, that I would obviously be open to anyone as long as they could make the travel arrangement. Along with obviously the first class education that they receive to a very high standard, and in terms of the football education they receive. Outside of that, which is obviously brilliant as what it is, we offer an FA level 1, so I'm an FA tutor as well, so I work for the FA. I deliver FA level 1s, FA level 2s for the county in Surrey. Okay. So as part of that, also I'm able to offer to my learners, those that want to go down that route, FA level 1, FA level 2, depending on where they are. We offer referee courses for those that are interested in going into refereeing, and it's also a good way at their age to combine their studies and also earn a little bit of money on a weekend doing 3 or 4 games. So alongside that, we offer great pastoral care with our support from Paul Daniels. So Paul Daniels is a great supporter of the club and the academy. He supports us in developing these learners sort of off the field. So he comes in and does workshops around mental health, first aid, the impacts of social media, people's perceptions of each other, racism, terrorism, all this type of stuff. So he comes in and offers that. So it's a different voice, and it allows them to be impacted in a different way rather than just hearing it from their teachers and stuff like that. So there's a load of support network that goes into it in terms of developing these young men and women to be in a, like I said at the start, a good member of society.
Education has really changed, isn't it, Jordan? It's really gone. Obviously, I'm an old school man, but it's gone forward, hasn't it?
Yeah, the support networks that are there now are huge, and the learners are very lucky. But it's only what they deserve, these young men, young women, because we want want society to be a flourishing society in this country, and to be able to do that, at these stages in their life, they need to have a positive impact, a positive influence, and I give up a lot of my time, not for the monetary benefits or anything like that. My day job is 8 till 4, but I'm here from 6:30 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night most days, here on a Saturday, here on a Sunday, to impact everyone that's involved in this club and everyone who wants to be a part of this programme.
Yeah, definitely. Also, I noticed you've running a ladies' academy, so give us a little bit of information for the ladies, because the ladies' team has done really well this season, unbeaten, and they were top of the league, I think they were. So.
So we set up the ladies' team this year in conjunction with Mole Valley Ladies, so they came across to us, and again, another sign of our partnerships within the local community. They've seen what we're doing, on the field and off the field in terms of the club as a whole and with the men's section. They wanted to be a part of that. We wanted them to be a part of that. And that's taken off massively. We've had great support from our supporters already coming down to watch them.
Yeah.
We've had, they've had a fantastic run in the FA Women's Cup.
Yes.
Going all the way to playing Ashford, who are like 3 leagues above them. they're unbeaten in their league, doing really, really well. And then the idea with that is, like what we've done this year, we've got our first female recruits. So we've had 3 females come onto our programme this year, Daisy, Caitlin and Nicole, who are fantastic and really important parts of the programme. They've taken to it brilliantly, they're really enjoying themselves, and our idea with it is to grow it like what the women's game has grown over the last 5-10 years. The women's game now is, there's professional teams in it, there's a vast interest in the women's game, and it's important that we offer what we do, like we have always done, but it's never really been marketed in that way. We offer it to the females as well. And Daisy, Caitlin and Nicole are the first examples of females on our programme who can excel and go on to do great things in our ladies first team, etc. And our plan is this year to get as many recruits in as possible on the ladies side of things, get a ladies academy team going, and build a professional development phase for the ladies section, and get our ladies first team as high up the pyramid as we can, as professional as we can, and equal what the men have done over the last 20 years. Why can't the females do the same?
100%. Do the ladies and the girls, do they train with the boys, or do they do it separately?
No, they train with the boys, but they also train with the ladies team. So they have their female structured led sessions there, but obviously football is a universal language, so they train with us every day. They get the same contact time as all the boys, it's a fantastic programme for male or female.
Yeah, superb. Well, thank you very much, Jordan, for your time. Really enjoyed it. I tell you what, I've learned a lot in those few minutes or 20 minutes we've been chatting, so I've really learned a lot, and good luck, and I hope it goes really well for you.
No worries, Gary. Thank you very much for your time, mate.
You're welcome. Right, we've got Mitchell Elliott, first year student with us. Welcome, Mitchell. How are you?
Fine, you?
Good, mate. Yeah, very well, thank you. Nice to meet you. Right, you're a goalkeeper, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
a bit crazy.
Yeah.
So why did you join the programme then?
Obviously, I looked into the history of the club when I found out, obviously, about the programme, and it sort of really excited me. Obviously, you've got the history with the first team, how they've obviously grown massively over the last 20 years. And looked into the academy, and obviously on the upward trajectory as well, and obviously wanted to be a part of that and just try and develop football as well as the education as well.
Oh right, so and also I hear you warm up and you train with the first team. Yeah. Well, what an experience that must be.
Yeah, it's quite a good experience. Obviously, get to go to away games with them, go on the coach. Obviously get tips off Tony, first team goalkeeper coach, Slav, Sam. Obviously they help me out a lot as well. So yeah, it's really, really good experience. Just listening on Mark's team talks. Some of them can be eventful, but yeah, it's quite a really nice experience to sort of see where I'm at compared to everyone else.
Sure. So you do train twice a week on the Tuesday and Thursday?
Yeah, train with them both times. Yeah.
On the Tuesday, Thursday, and then on match days you do the warm up with both the goalkeepers.
Yeah.
And like you say, you learn all different things off of it.
Exactly. Yeah, you learn so many different things, even when you do your little training sessions. Even if it's 20 minutes, 40 minutes, doesn't really matter. You learn everything.
Sure. And what do you want to do once you finish this programme?
Well, hopefully I would be playing, or a coach got me FA Level 1. With Jordan did it with us a few months ago. Got me FA Level 1, and hopefully either coaching and everything. But obviously with the first team as well, I do a bit of analysis for them as well.
Welcome to Louis Page, another first-year student.
Yep.
So you're a striker, so you're banging all the goals, are you, mate?
Yeah. That's my job.
Good man. So I was at your game against Colchester United in the FA Youth Cup.
Yeah.
And you lost 1-0, really narrowly lost them. So that was a good experience, was it?
Yeah, brilliant experience for the boys, really. Obviously, the other 18s last year got to the round after them. So I think we've done the club proud, and that's all we could do, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really tough run, winning on penalties twice. But yeah, the boys really enjoyed it, and it was great to be a part of it.
Beat some good teams in that run as well. You beat Dover, didn't you?
Yeah, Dover was a tough game. Beat them. I think the final score was about 3-2. So they obviously grabbed 2 in the last 20 minutes. So we was all hands on deck. So.
We've got Alex Howlett with us, another first-year student. Hello, Alex. How are you?
Good, thanks, mate.
Good, mate. Yeah, right. So, what has the programme done for you personally?
For me, I think it's given me the experience to really have an insight into the world of football. Obviously, the levels from Sunday League to a fairly high level, under 18s, under 19s level, as well as being around the first team, which is very experienced, doing very well at the moment. It's given me an opportunity to try and figure out what I want to do in the world of sport. Obviously, the different levels, different aspects of sport. You've got the sports science for the education, you've got the football, the coaching, the analysis. It's it's really given me an opportunity to have a think about what I want to do.
Oh wow!
It's
And
been great.
you're centre back, obviously, and have you always been a centre back?
I started in goal actually.
Did you?
Yeah, but got a bit boring, so we moved up a position.
Oh sure, and you enjoy playing centre back, no doubt.
I do.
Are you the skipper or not?
Not yet. Maybe one day.
You weren't looking to be a skipper. Normally centre backs are skippers, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, so what you said already? What do you want to do once the programme finishes? You want to stay here or move on, or what are you looking to do?
I'm looking to follow in Jordan's footsteps actually.
Are you?
Sports and exercise science is something I'm into. I think it's really interesting how they use the scientific theories to try and up the level of the game, especially the professional level. So I'm looking at university, I think.
About to say you've got to go to uni to do that, no doubt.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
I'm 17.
So 17. So how many years have you got left on this programme?
I have a year and 3/4, around about that.
Oh right, so not that long really. So you've got to start thinking what you want to do and where you want to go.
Yeah, but I have no doubt by the end of the 2 years here I'll have a very good idea.
Oh good. Well, good luck. Hope it goes well for you in the future, and all the best, Alex.